Alright, so now we're going to delve into our barrier methods module. Here, our learning objectives are going to include being able to identify different types of barrier methods. We are also going to be talking about the pros and cons of each of them. Then, by the end of this module, we will be able to integrate all of this information to understand why barrier methods are important to use if applicable. Let's start with talking about condoms. You've probably heard of these or seen or used one before. These are a barrier method worn over the penis made from most commonly latex, but can also be made from plastic or lambskin. They come in a variety of different sizes, textures, shapes, and even flavors. You should use a new condom every time you have oral, anal, or vaginal sex, every time you switch between types of sex, and also every time you have a new erection. Condoms are pretty effective at preventing pregnancy because they stop semen from entering the vagina, but they are the most effective when used with another birth control method. One of the complaints about condoms is about how they feel, so condoms do feel better if you add water-based or silicone lube when using it. It can also prevent breakage. So, let's talk pros and cons. Condoms help prevent pregnancy and STIs. It prevents STIs because it prevents contact with bodily fluids and also prevents skin-to-skin contact. The latex and plastic ones do. As we learned about earlier, contraceptives won't protect us against STIs, so barrier methods are really important for that. They are also really easy to use and convenient to get. You can get condoms at any convenience store and also grocery stores, and there's no prescription required. You also don't have to be a certain age to buy condoms. They're also pretty cheap, so cost is not a huge barrier. There are some cons though. When used perfectly, they're only about 98% effective. But people aren't perfect in real life, so they're usually 85% effective. It can also be really easy to forget or to use one or to replace them. You also need to ensure that you store your condoms in a cool, dark place. They don't like the extreme cold or heat. People also complain about how condoms feel, saying they might not feel as good.